Yo, what's happening? This is JT the God represent for Saint African TV. So we back up here cutting another promo. We out here in the heart of Oakland right now at Lake Merritt. You go ahead and pan it so you can check it out. And I'm up here right now in the MAGA cap getting ready for this election. How you doing, brother? You know, getting ready for this election out here. We out here to let you know we're voting for Donald Trump. Yes, we voting for Donald Trump. I'm endorsing Donald Trump. We represent Donald Trump. Big MAGA, Kamala's not black. Yeah, so you heard that once again. Me, JT the God, I am representing here for Saint African TV, and we are endorsing Donald Trump for president. You dig? You see I got my black MAGA cap on. It's not a joke. We're not playing. This is not a game. We have a big problem in our communities, whether Negroes want to acknowledge it or not, that immigrants, black to use that word, and white and Hispanics are flooding our communities. They are taking over. They've been taking over for a good while. It was just Negroes been scared to acknowledge it and get out and say something, but we do see it. We see the pressure they're applying. When you go in inner city, urban areas, metropolitan urban areas, you see the communities that house African Americans or African people, they're in shambles. And most of the, what's up, my brother? Yeah, most of the establishments you're walking into, they're not owned by black folks, they're owned by others. Whether there be Asians, Chinese mainly, Koreans, you know, y'all like to get your nails done. You going into the Indian stores, the Chinese food, y'all getting the nasty rice and wings, like, it's crazy. However, not drifting from the point, we're not endorsing Kamala Harris, we're endorsing Donald Trump for the 47th president. That's who I'm casting my vote for. I'm gonna actually go vote in person. I've already got my mail-in ballot, filled it out, but I'm gonna take it down there and we're gonna vote in person. We're not gonna let the non-black woman win. And I just wanna say, I'll be the first to say it, I've been saying it for years, people that's not black. Kamala Harris is not a black woman. She's not even an African woman. If she want to be proper, she don't have no African DNA. If she does, maybe minuscule, a small drop. Her father is an Indian, Hindu, Irish man. He's came out and let that be known. Who cares? He's a Marxist. I'm going to talk about genealogy right now. Her mother is a full Hindu Indian woman, maybe a Tamil woman, that's why she's brown. But that woman is not a black woman. She's not an African woman. So we should make that known on all the courts. And my main message is, you think, brothers, sisters, why are we allowing people to steal our identity? Why are we allowing people to come inside our race and masquerade as one of us? And the sad part is they don't even be authentic. They use stereotypes. For example, does your grandmother put collard greens in the bathtub to wash them? I even asked the Caribbean, are y'all washing y'all meat in the bathtub, the same bathtub that y'all bathed in? Do y'all do that in Jamaica? No, we don't do that. Come on now. Just because this woman appears to look like your fantasy, quote-unquote, black woman, which is yellow, or Beyonce's color, does not mean she speaks for all of us, especially those of us who are monoracial, African proper, or African Americans with no white grandparents. So all that plays a part, and you got to make sure that you stay alert, you stay aware, and get off the bullshit. You know, right now we're playing a big game of those here out here trying to steal our identity, and they're doing a great job at doing it. Many African people are willingly submitting their DNA to other groups of people so they can have offspring that does not look like them. They can have children in professional sports that does not look like them, you know, look like me right here on stage. So you got to keep representing for that. You can't keep making excuses and saying, well, this person is light-skinned, this person is this person is that. No, it takes two black parents to make a black person or to make an African person. Anything else is a mixture of that, and it's a dilute. So you have to be A1 and secure in your knowledge of genealogy, DNA, and family history. There's a difference. There's a major difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity. Hello. You see, they got the MAGA cap on. Black folks don't want to speak back. It's all good. They think they gonna win something. They not. I'm sure most of the people that's voting for Kamala, they don't got a man at home, or they don't got a father in their life, or they're homosexual. That's what it is. Unfortunately, African Americans think they're going to get some major form of reparations if this non-black woman wins. She's already informed us that she's not going to do nothing for black people. She said that. She said that. She's not going to do nothing for black people. So my question to black people, why would you vote for this woman? Why would you put all your trust, your care into some bullshit like this? It doesn't make any sense. Everybody in the media can see that you're uneducated. They can see that you're uninformed. And clearly, looking at everybody else do the work, you're uninspired. We have to be inspired out here. Look at this. It's a beautiful world, man. Like, it's a beautiful world out here. So why are we not taking agency and making things happen? Why are we not taking agency and promoting ourselves, promoting our best forward? Now, I understand a lot of people is not going to like this message, and that's what it is. I'm freestyling this. I'm recording this. We going to let it go, baby, because that's what we do. So I'm here again. I'm just letting it be known. I am supporting Donald Trump because I'm American first. I'm still an African racially. So that's what it is. I'm an African racially, national-wise. I'm an American. Ethnic-wise, I'm an American of African descent. And so I'm standing on America first. We have big problems worldwide, and we have nationalistic problems that we need to get settled. We need to make sure that we are instrumental in carving out a lane for our people, for our children. People have been voting Democrat since Lyndon B. Johnson. That's damn near 60 years. And there's been no change. There's been no infrastructure laid out in our community. We can't even do things for ourselves. We can't say, hey, this is for black people. This is for black people only. And that's all who we representing. That's all we doing. Anything else is uncivilized. It's sad we have to fight our own people to say we want to do this for black people. This includes family, friends, colleagues. Look at the thing right now with Kamala. We got people out here wanting to break up homes. Michelle Obama is telling people to don't listen to their husband. If their husband is giving you some instrumental knowledge, is giving you some instructions, that this is how we're going to lead forward as a family, Michelle Obama says, we don't need to follow that. What's going on, brother? We don't need to follow that. You know, we have to move forward. So, again, Michelle Obama is virtue signaling and telling people, telling women and telling black women, don't listen to your husband. And when I say don't listen to your husband, I'm saying if he has a plan and this is how we're going to move this family forward and this is who we voted for because this is going to benefit us, you don't go against that. You don't say or listen to Michelle Obama say, well, Kamala is bigger than this marriage. Kamala is bigger than the vows I gave to you. Kamala is what's going to lead this family. How? If the brother's going to work every day, bringing the money home, especially you a stay-at-home wife. But, I mean, if you working and you ready to be independent, you might as well just lead the family. Because what they are doing and what Michelle Obama has done, she is laying out and being specific and direct with the agenda of the Democrat Liberal Party for black people, if you want to use that word. Destruction of the family. You look at right now, most black children are born into, some of them not even born into relationships. A lot of them are not born under the sanctity of marriage. Now, I'm not a religious person. I'm not a Christian. However, you want to make sure that you have your family intact. Sometimes by law, but through legal, sensible means of locking the family down. You want to make sure that you are the head of your household and there's nobody that can come in and bring the tension between you and your wife or the wife and the husband. We got to make sure we're united on number one. And the thing is that Michelle Obama and these liberals know that we're not united under the family. Everybody see this. Many members of our group are open displaying that we don't give a damn about family. Family don't mean nothing. And when I mean family, I'm talking about man, woman, child. Even now, they're changing the definition of what a family is. They say a family is two fathers. Two fathers. And they adopting your children. But that's a whole nother thing I'll talk about. So, you got, the white folks coming through smiling. You got to spit it, man. Like, look, a lot of people may not participate, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I got a message. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not really going to be doing much ramblings out here on the street. However, I thought this was worth it. I think that we all need to be instrumental in laying the message out there, letting our people know what's going on in the world, and stop sitting up on these channels gossiping. You haven't really seen me on here much because I'm working on a few things. My education. I'm working on my master's, trying to get that out the way, and come back forward with more meaningful productions. So with that said, I just want to say again, this is JT the God, and I represent Saint African TV. I'm here in downtown Oakland shooting this promo and just letting it be known we are supporting Donald Trump for presidency. I don't care what people say he's racist. I haven't heard him do nothing racist. He hasn't impacted me. What I have heard from Joe Biden is a lot of racism. You ain't black if you don't vote. He said that 4 years ago. Black folks still voting. I've seen my parents. I've seen my family members. I've seen my uncles sit up and support the Democratic Party, and it has not got them great outcomes. It ain't got me great outcomes. I had to work for everything I got. So it ain't like they're passing down reparations or passing down wealth or passing down areas for us to go inside these institutions and get ours. You don't see our people walking us, young men or women, into these institutions with a job, like you see Hispanics walking their young men onto the construction sites. You dig? I'm familiar with working in social services, so I understand that certain groups have a monopoly on certain institutions, and we don't. We got sports, entertainment, but at the end of the day, that's an individualistic thing. It's not a macro or group means of providing economics for our people. So you always want to be diligent, be vigilant, and be sure of the information you are taking in. And who are you listening to? And you got to ask yourself, why is the media labeling Kamala Harris as black? Why has she not went to her South Asian people to get some support? Why is she only pandering to the Negro crowd? And it ain't really all black people. It ain't all African Americans. She's pandering to the church. She's pandering to the entertainment people, and mainly the young, misinformed youth. But we can't blame them that they don't know no better. You got to blame their parents. And you got to blame our elders because they ain't laid down no information that will help guide us into the future. They still voting on the same plan of they dead grandparents. I mean, I got family members that's still alive who was alive during the civil rights era. They still vote Democrat. Even after all this, nothing has changed, and they still rolling with the plan. So, as younger, influential, informed people that have information that our grandparents didn't have, we should make better decisions. We still shouldn't be running on the same playbook that they was running in 1964. And then the same thing with that, having more information, knowing how insidious other people are, they remain unnamed, who run the mainstream medium. Why are they lying to you? Why are they lying to you? That's the question we have to start asking each other. Why is the mainstream media lying to you? And on top of that, why are you believing it? Why is when we ask an elder in our community, hey, they're saying this, they don't have no information to pass down. I'm not saying all of them, many of them. Damn, ain't nobody studied genealogy? Ain't nobody studied DNA? This is one of the reasons I started approaching the topic who was black years ago. Because we're really being eradicated. Let's just call it what it is. We're being eradicated all throughout the planet. Even now, the black term has spread internationally. And we don't really see the forest on the trains. We can't even identify who's on our team. And we have people who isn't on our team speaking for us. That is a problem. But again, I'm going to wrap it up right there. I know I done rambled. This is the first time I actually came on and spoke to my audience. So However it is, whatever it is, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Who are you voting for? I mean, if you voting for Kamala, that's cool too, but provide a reason. Like I said, I'm not here to slander no candidate. I'm not here to try to sway you. I'm just here to give some information and say what I'm going to do, what's going to be best for me and my future children. And this is from looking at what's going on right now, my experience of 3 decades on this plane, soaking up information, learning my history, building with elders, working within the system as a professional. How you doing? And that's what I'm providing. So again, I'm going for Trump. You can go for whoever. How you doing? And that's how we need to cut it down the middle, because we got too much stuff going on within our group. And just because a few rappers and Ronnie James is in the league and Usher's on tour and 50 Cent bringing out a new show does not mean we're thriving as a community. And then plus, I say another thing, but like I said, at the end of the day, Big MAGA, baby. Make America great again. That's what I'm going for. America first. African Americans, America first. That's what it's about. And do not let nobody dupe you into getting caught up in some fictitious race hustle. Don't let them sell you this victim mentality that just because you're black and our skin is brown, we gonna be po, we don't got nothing. Man, I work hard for everything I got, and it has been a bit hard, but whatever. When you don't kiss butt and you don't get on your knees or bend over, it may be a little harder, but it's going to be much more sweeter when you get it at the end, because you got it on your own terms and you didn't bow down to nobody. And that's what it's all about. You keep your integrity, you keep your determination, and you keep your discipline. That's because we got things to do. And I'm going to cut it on this. This is another Sane African production. I will be back eventually once I get my productions in order and school eases up. But I ain't going nowhere. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and that's what it is, baby. Holla, Big MAGA, Black MAGA, Blacks for Trump. That's what it is. Yo, so look, here's an update. A Kamala voter just walked past. Of course, it's a black woman, and I'm sitting here doing my thing, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, if you want to have a discourse, we can have a discourse. But, you know, walking by, I don't know. Yeah, so a Kamala voter just walked past us, and I'm sitting up here messing with my camera, not even paying no attention. And I turned around and I looked, and she like threw her bag up on me and was like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, okay, like, you want to have a conversation? Because I got the winning cap on, and you just over here for Kamala. And this is a black woman. Kamala not even black. This is a woman who was a little lighter than me, had like a high top. So she's natural. Nothing wrong with that. Beautiful. But why you banging on me with this damn Kamala purse? You dig what I'm saying? Like, and this is again. But they already planned for the other team. However, as a people, why are we allowing this to divide us as people? Why are we allowing somebody who's not black to divide us? This is a Trojan horse. Yeah, that's why he see the MAGA cap. They know what it is. They know what it is. They see the black man out here with the MAGA cap. They like, yo, what's cracking? What's happening? And I'm cool with that, because, again, we cannot let people control the narrative. We cannot let people act like we're all doing the same thing. We're not. A lot of us have brains. We could think for ourselves. Don't make it be like, oh, yeah, you know, everybody black is voting for Kamala Harris. No, we not. No, we not. So I'm going to end on that note. But just to be cool, just to be clear, Big Donnie. We going for Big Donnie. That's it, Big Donnie. We standing on Big Donnie. And if you ain't with Big Donnie, that's cool, but don't go against your own people. I even say I got family members who, some of them done cursed me out because I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. And this ain't even recent. This is a few months ago. Family members that done cussed me out, been disrespectful because I'm not voting. And this is how sick a lot of these people are in the brain, because how do you say you love somebody and you're for this and that and oh, we family and I love you, and then one person or a political election makes you throw all that out the window. But honestly, I think a lot of them learned from Black Panther. Because you look at the movie Black Panther, it was a great example how tradition don't mean much when we get in our feelings or when it's something that I don't benefit off of. Because remember when T'Challa lost and Killmonger won, and he was the king. He won fair and square. He then threw him off the cliff. But what did the people do? Oh, I don't like Killmonger. I don't like him. I don't like what he's about. So this grandstanding 1,000-year-old tradition that we've been doing just goes out the window. We're not going to follow tradition no more. Even with the same, when the woman brought the CIA agent into Wakanda, remember, no outsider's supposed to come in, no non-Wakandans are supposed to come inside Wakanda. And they brought the person in Wakanda. So again, they break in tradition. It was Black Panther was a great movie, but however, it is a damaging movie to an impressionable mind, especially a young child. So again, we have people out here who claim they love us, but if you don't think like them and you make a decision for yourself based off what's best for you, your family now, your potential family, they may turn you in. So this is like being on a plantation again. They turning you in for a vote. It's no longer pieces of chicken and pork chops and cornbread. It's for a vote. So I just want to keep it right there. Think about this, man. Think about this and watch who you around.